So it's all together. Actually, let me take this out first. You got the seat over here, in there. The rest of this thing is right in here. Let's move this out a little bit. The only other thing in here is this little box of tricks. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is take all this stuff apart. Inside of here, there's really no assembly instructions, which is ridiculous. Inside here is a manual, owner's manual, pedals, a couple of reflectors. This is the stem that the handlebar goes into. Last but not least, this goes through the front axle in order to make it quick release. There are two little prongs here, one on this side and one on this side that lock into the wheel, into holes on the wheels, and that's really it. All right, no assembly instructions. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this stuff, put it aside, I'm gonna just open everything. All right. So I'm going to put these pedals on. They screw in. Let's see if we can see. So directional. This one says L on it. This one's left. All right. That's why. They're screwed in counterclockwise. Okay. I'm screwing it in counterclockwise now. Hand tight. Let's do the other side. Here's the other side right here. See, counterclockwise. Let's see which way this goes. This one goes clockwise. Just try it till you get it to go in there. We don't need this. This is a piece of garbage. All right, grab it by the flat side. Come on, tighten up, baby. All right, tight. All right, good. All right, that's that. Next.
Now here I am just removing a piece of throwaway plastic that came between the fork where the front wheel would typically go. So that just, you got to yank that off. All right, the fork is open on one end like you could see.
Yes, the brakes go in the front part of the wheels, like I put them here. So you got to turn that around. Okay, so the wheel's going to sit here. Now, let's see if I can show you how to do this. All right. So this, the way this goes is spring. There's 2 springs and 2 of these little pieces. Can you see them? So you unscrew this. And make sure there's no outside, no inside. I don't think there is. I don't think it makes a difference. Oh. So I'm going to take these 2 things off. I'll put this through the wheel. Okay. All right, so I got that on loosely. Now, in order to put this through, these metal pieces have to be on the outside. The metal pieces go into, let's see, metal pieces go into the hole right there. So I'm just gonna put this upside down on its back right now. Like it has a back. Probably better off doing this prior to putting this on. So let's see if I can take this off. Okay. I glossed over it, but in order to get the wheel on the first time, the way you do that is you have to take this apart. You squeeze this together, and then you pull it towards the outside here. And watch. That comes off like this. And now the brakes are completely apart, and you can take the wheel on or off. Okay. Come on, get on there. Get on there. Okay, there we go. So that's sitting all the way down. So let's see. Put this in. Where's that hole? There's one in the hole. Two. All right, let's see. So this has to go into the hole over here. Let me tighten this up a little bit. Where's the hole? There it is. So I'm going to start it like this. Loosen it up. I'm going to tighten this down until it's kind of tight. And then I'm going to push it in, make sure it locks in tightly. Not tight enough. Okay, that's good enough. Good enough for right now. So I don't know if you can see, this is in the hole there. The metal thing over here is in that hole. So now I can just flip it over. I could use the kickstand and I can set it up. The way you put the handles on, this goes on first. So I'm going to unscrew this, take this off. This little thing unplugs from here. There we go. And this goes forward, so watch. I'm going to put it all the way in. Approximately straight. All right, I'm gonna take this thing and we'll lock this down. Again, you'll adjust this, you can adjust this when it's all done. But at the moment, I'm just gonna get it kind of straight. Here we go. All right. Kind of forward. All right. Next. This. Untangle this. You gotta make sure you have it the right way. Okay? All right. So, when you're looking at the bike, it goes like this. The speed thing is on the right. On the left side is the friction. So I'm just gonna put it in here like this. Two. One. Two. Try to get this pointing up. In the middle. Kind of facing forward. I'm trying to do like an even number of turns. And again, you tighten this all up when you're done. This is just for the time being. Okay, now you gotta do the brakes. The brakes, I'll show you how you do the brakes. Now, let's see, I don't know how easy it was to see how I took this off, but here's how this goes. You see how these go like this? The idea is this hook goes on this side. So you pull it out, the hook goes in, it goes on the outside like that. All right, so that's it, that's how it goes. Okay, but in order to get this up on these things, it's easier to take this off. In fact, okay, I don't know how well this is gonna come out, but I'm certainly trying. Okay, so the way this works is you unscrew this thing completely. It's two pieces. That come apart. And there's a slit over here and on this one over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get them as close as I can to being one long slit. And there's a slit under here too. So now I'm going to screw this in such that the slit is on the bottom and goes all the way through so that I can put that wire all the way through and facing down. All right, there's as down as I'm going to get it. Let's see. Slit, slit facing this way. Turn the whole thing facing down. Now, hopefully, and it's got to be the left has to be the front brake and the right has to be the rear. So now we're going to take this. It's got to pull out, okay? That's why I said you're going to have to release this on the bottom. Right now, there's not enough room for me to pull this out. So I'm going to unscrew the bottom part right here. I'm going to take, and I can't even see what size this is, but I'm going to unscrew this. Watch. You can't see what I'm doing. Hopefully I switch to GoPro. You see that? So now, this is going to go underneath into the hole, hopefully all the way through both holes. I might have to get on my hands and knees and see there it is. Through both holes, and it's going to go under and through this. So let's see. Under, see when I slipped out. I can't do this with the camera in the way. Let's see if I can, hold on. Under. All right, there we go. All the way in. Now, I'm going to turn this so it can't come out. All right, so now the holes are not, they shouldn't be aligned anymore. Yeah, the holes are not aligned. And there's definitely not a hole in the bottom, okay? So now that's in. Push this back up in here. Now I'm gonna work on getting the bottom back together. Now I'll stick this camera here so you can see. Cancel any tracking. Lighten it up a little bit. Okay. So now, I don't have to put this exactly where it was, but you can see where it was, okay? So I'm gonna go close, like that. That's where that was, okay? I don't know if it's gonna be able to stay like this. Just tighten it back up. Now I'm gonna go back and put this back over here. You remember the way it goes, squeeze it together. So now, all right, so this is no good. It's too tight. This is actually touching, the brakes are touching the wheel. So I do have to open it a little bit. So I'm gonna unscrew that a little bit. Get some slack. This is where you are adjusting it, okay, a little bit. So I'm gonna go underneath like, damn. Anyway, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put this under the way it's supposed to. I'm gonna turn that off because that's gonna drive me crazy. And I'm gonna pull this till it's touching. Unscrew this a little bit. Get this back in here. There we go. Tighten this. Come on. All right, get that back. All right, let's do this again. All right, that's all the way through. Now it's touching. I'll give it a little bit of slack like that. And then we're gonna have to test it. I'm gonna unscrew it a little bit. Hold on. I'll show you what you're looking for in a second. Again, I'm no expert. I'm really just showing you how to put this together. Here, all right. Tighten it back down. I'm gonna try the left brakes. The idea is for them to not be touching. All right, I'll have to play with this because this is not centered. But I squeeze it in, it pushes in. All right, that's good. Okay, so that's that side. And this goes like this. Let me just tighten this a little more. Then I'll do the rear wheel. Okay. All right, I'm gonna have to come around this way. All right. Now I'm gonna have to loosen this in the back. Let's take this off, squeeze it together. We'll see if we have enough slack now to pull this out. Yeah, that should be good. Let's go underneath here. Under. Come on. Through. Through. Where's that slit? There you go. Twist this. Okay. This is just cracked a little bit, okay? Squeeze it all the way in. Okay. Seat. Tighten this as much as I can. Okay. I'm going to tighten the front brake a little bit. See if I can get that better. I think I'm going to screw that in a little bit. All right, let's pull this in a little bit. Store it. See how these see how that's skewed to the left? It's got to be like this. Go around the other way. Go that way. Thank you. Let's see. Let's see. There we go. See, I'm tightening it. See? Perfect. Now they both move. Okay. See, it's not straight. Put this in there. That looks pretty good. That's even. This might go behind the seat, under the seat. Let's see. Yeah. Screw this in. All right, so there's that reflector. This is a small one. My guess is it goes over here somewhere. These are different sizes. So the larger one goes around the wheel, around the seat. The thinner one, let's see. It's gonna be hard not to break. All right. That's it. All right. All right, so sorry about the video sucking, but it's how I roll. I just got to tape, I just have to fix up the wheels and blow them up. But all right, here's what we got. These are in like this. They go up to about here. This one's the back, the right side. Left side's the front. This one's a little tighter. See? These like this. It just sits. The first thing is the metal. The second thing is the spring, and it sits through the hook, and the hook must engage that hole. Let me see. See there? That's where the metal piece is. You can see it. Right there's the metal piece. Got to be in the hole, all right? Same thing with the brake back here. It's got to be, the pad has to be on here. Can't be touching. Should be about in the middle. And then when you squeeze the brakes, when you squeeze the brakes, they push. And make sure all the stuff is tight. These things go in like that. And if this comes out, the wire is the first thing next to the black plastic. Second thing is the piece of metal, and then the screw, or the bolt. The whole thing can be done with 2 Allen keys. This one says 5. This one says, 5 and 6 millimeters. So that's it. Just make sure everything's tight, and then your kids can ride. That's what it looks like done, because there were no pictures. And thanks for watching.